So I've been getting a lot of comments about how people think that the gaming industry is out of touch with the hardcore gamer. I'm going to clear something up. They're not out of touch at all. They know exactly what you want, and they don't really care. Hardcore gamers, hardcore fans, are not the demographic that the gaming industry cares about. From a marketing perspective, they're going to say that they care about you the most. But in reality, you are their last priority. Let me tell you why. In the gaming industry, there's a concept called the install base. This is an estimated number of sales that you can count on. The hardcore gamers are basically the install base for any gamer franchise. Market research shows that hardcore gamers form their opinions very early and rarely change them. In addition, market research shows that game quality and game features actually go very little into determining whether or not a hardcore gamer purchases a game. Hardcore gamers buy games no matter what. They're reliable sales. And they are very, very unlikely to abandon a franchise if one game was particularly bad. Here are a couple examples. There have been a million complaints about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, but most people who complained bought the game anyway. They were one of the best-selling Pokemon titles of all time. Look at Sonic the Hedgehog. It has flop after flop after flop, and its install base keeps it alive. The business of the gaming industry is the business of making money, and if they already have your money, then they don't really care about you. Hardcore fans actually make up the minority of sales of any given video game. So much so that many times game development and game marketing is designed so that even if they alienate the entire hardcore fan base, they can still survive. So if you're wondering why a game or franchise isn't giving the hardcore players what they want, it's because they already have your money. Even if you review bomb it after the fact, even if you buy it and say the worst things in the world, they still got your money. That's a success. And game releases are structured in such a way so that if they release a bad game and they anger the entire hardcore fan base, enough time will pass so that nostalgia will overtake that bad feeling, making them want to play the franchise again. All it takes is time for the install base to be retained. Of course, some people do abandon franchises, but there's a margin of error that they're okay with working with. Everything else in the gaming industry, from game design to game marketing to who game reviews are for, is built for the common rando person. Not even a casual gamer, just someone, just a random human being. Because as much as gamers like the gamer identity, it's actually random human beings, random consumers, that make up the majority of sales for any video game. For another example, it's estimated that the hardcore install base for fighting games and sports games are relatively similar among their most popular franchises. But Madden will always outsell Street Fighter because it is more welcoming and more recognizable to a normal consumer. The bigger of a fan you are, the less you matter to the industry.